Hey everybody, how you doing? This is Dave Dirch, Rapid Assault Tactics Pod Show. If you would please subscribe and like us and tell your friends all about us. We would really appreciate it. We are here for you to help you. Okay, everything we do is totally free. We want it that way. This is my phone number. I've had this phone number for years, but I got hacked a couple months ago and it was down. Now I got it back, thank God, because I've had that for probably 16, 17 years, and it's all around the internet. So if you need to contact me, give me a call here, email me davedirch@yahoo.com, text me whatsoever, because like I said, we are here for you. Anything you'd like me to talk about, any videos you'd like me to show, anything whatsoever, please don't hesitate. Give me a call or get in touch with me, however, and we will try to do our best to it. So what this show is about, there are 4 ranges in a fight. And this is important to know. Now, the ranges are kicking range, which is your longest range. Then you have boxing range, which is your next range, okay? Then you have what we call trapping range. Trapping range is from here inside. In trapping range, you have every weapon on the human body. In kicking, you have your legs. Boxing, you have your hands. In trapping, you got everything. Headbutt, knees, butt, elbows, this, that, bite. It goes on. But every weapon and every brutal weapon. And then, of course, you have the clinch or the ground. Okay, so these ranges, they are there. No matter what type of fighter you are, they're there. So if you're a boxer, 4 ranges are still there. You're just fighting in hand range. Or if you're an MMA guy, you may be in kicking range, boxing range, and clinch range. I've never seen an MMA guy trap yet. You know what I mean? Sometimes they grab their hands. They'll grab each other's hands, and that's hand immobilizing. And that's the type of trapping. The problem with that is, if I'm holding your arms, I can't hit you. So, but anyways, so the 4 ranges are there. Now, why is this important to know? Well, it's very important. Because what you are doing is learning to use tools at the ultimate time. In other words, when they are most effective. Okay? So, again, we are about survival. Okay? In my videos, you'll see me training. I'm sticking out jabs at a guy, throwing cross. I would never do that in real life. When I am doing that, I am playing the quote boxer. Sometimes you see me out there throwing punches and throwing kicks. When I am doing that, I am playing the kickboxer. See? So we put ourselves in different realms. You'll see me grab a guy, I'm playing the grappler. Okay? So I want you to understand that. I'm never going to sit there and just flip this out. Everything we do, when we do something, it is a means to the end. I am not flicking this out to set you up with this. This came out to end this scenario. Doesn't mean it will, but that's our way of thinking. Everything is to end this. Okay? We want to end this scenario quickly. We do not want to get into a fight. We do not want to exchange blows. We don't want to be into a struggle. We want to create pain. We want to get the heck out of there. That is our concept. So, if I am building a house, okay, and I am, let's say, cutting a 2x4 with a electric saw, battery saw, it doesn't matter. But in that saw, I have a blade that is made for cutting wood. Right? I have a blade in there that's made for cutting wood. Alright. Now, if I am cutting concrete or a piece of tile, I have to get a blade that cuts concrete, or I have to get a blade that cuts tile, right? To get this job done efficiency, to get done quickly and to do it right. Now I can leave that wood blade in there and go cut a piece of tile, okay? And I mean, it may cut, let's say it will, cut the piece of tile, but I guarantee you, I'm not going to get it done as quick as I could if I had the right blade, and it's not going to be as effective. In other words, not going to look good if I had the right blade. Say I use that blade and it now is the tile, it's breaking the tile instead of cutting it and things like it. Now it's taking longer. So you see what I'm talking about. The right tool at the right time. Okay? So I'm building a house, I get a concrete, if I'm cutting the concrete, blade. Okay? If I'm pounding a nail in, now I've done this before, you know, don't do this, but I've done this before, because I'm too dang lazy to go get the hammer. Maybe I got a screwdriver in my hand, and I'm putting the thing up I want to maybe hang a picture up. Okay? So now I'm taking the screwdriver, I'm hitting the, the head of the nail that pounded in. Now I got it in, but it took longer and it's a sloppy job. So if I got the hammer, boom, it's made for it. So when we are about effectiveness, when we are about simple and effective, we are about ending this scenario, not getting into an altercation, exchanging blows, grabbing each other, holding on to each other. I do not want to fight with this person because they may be a better fighter. I don't know. I don't want to find out. I want to get the heck out of there and win this scenario. So with the understanding of the 4 rangers, so let's go to kicking range. Now there is a time to kick. Okay? So let's say I'm out and I can't reach you with my hands. You'll see people either step in and try to get it, or they'll reach and they'll do this. So I reach and I hit you. Now that punch ain't as effective because I really wasn't in kicking range. Now the thing is, when we look at sport and we break down sport, there's rules in the sport. So you're not allowed to do a certain thing. So in other words, I'm not allowed to kick this person in MMA in the ground. Excuse me, in the testicles. I'm not allowed to slap his ear. I'm not allowed to poke him in the eye. Okay? I'm not allowed to do certain things, so that changes the game. But out here on the street, in a real scenario, you're allowed to, and you better. Okay? So there is a time you have a kick. You have what we call a long range kick, to maybe, let's just say, a side kick, my legs way out there, or a front kick, or a scoop kick. Then you have a middle range kick, which may be a savate kick, you're closer, and you're that, maybe a savate, or you may be kicking the shin. Then you have a close range kick, which could be you using your knee, or another shin kick, or a stomp. Okay? So we want to be able to put these tools, these kicks, in at the right time. In kickboxing or whatever, you'll see guys right next to each other. They're this far apart, punching, and they're throwing kicks, and you'll see the kick go way beyond the guy's head. Okay? Or in MMA, you'll see a guy throw a kick, goes way beyond his head, or it doesn't even come close to him. Because let's say they throw the kick and it goes way beyond his head, it's because he's too close. I'm right by this microphone, and I throw this kick to the microphone. My leg's going to go over here because I'm too close. Okay? And besides there, you got to be loose as a goose and all that. But we're not worried about that. So applying the right tool at the right time. So maybe I'm this close to this microphone. Maybe I do a oblique kick. Maybe I kick the shin. Okay? See, things like that there. That's why understanding the 4 ranges are. Now, when you understand 4 ranges, so what are you training? You were training kicking. You were training boxing or hands. I like to say hands. You were training trapping. Trapping is hand immobilization. You're getting the hand out of the way to put in a clean shot. And then you understand clinch, where someone may grab you or you went to the ground. Okay? So you're training them, all of them. I always say, we are not the best at everything. We are not the best at anything. We don't care about being the best at something. What we want is the complete circle. That complete circle, being good at the complete circle. In other words, you want to fight in a corner. You want to fight on the knees. You want to fight with something that hits. You want to fight with mass attack. You want to fight with something that cuts. You want to fight kicking. You want to fight with hands. You want to fight on the ground. You want to fight in trap. See, wherever you want to fight, it doesn't matter. We're good the whole scenario. Complete circle. We understand. Mental, emotionally, mentally, and physically, we understand. So where do you want to fight at? So that's the thing of understanding the ranges. So there is a time to throw a kick. There is a time to throw a punch. There is a time to throw maybe a knee or a headbutt. And there is a time to go to the ground. Okay? And we want everything efficient. So understanding that is extremely, extremely important. So I may be out a little bit and I scoop kick your groin. Now I came in close enough, maybe I hit you with a cross. Or maybe I came in closer and I hit you with an elbow. Maybe something happened was closer and I went into a takedown or whatever it may be. So see, we're applying the tools at the right time. When you apply the tools at the right time, it's much more effective. And that's what you want. You don't want to be pounding them, narrowing with a screwdriver, taking more time, okay, and it's not as good, or cutting that piece of tile with a wood blade, okay, it's taking longer, and it looks horrible. Okay, so the breakdown of this, so we train, we have drills designed, and we train to put ourselves in them scenarios when it is time to throw, say, long range kick, when it is time to maybe throw a cross, or maybe when it's time to throw a headbutt. We're breaking this down. We design drills to break this down and to put this together, knowing when to do this. Because again, we want to end this scenario right away and get out of there. So you understand what I'm talking about. If I throw a, let's say, a face kick and I'm real close, it's not going to be that effective. It's going to take more time, not going to be that effective, okay? And I don't want that. Maybe if you want to throw a face kick, now you're out and maybe the head's down a little and you throw that. So there was a time, so we put ourselves in these different games, in these different scenarios, we create them. You know, when we went and trained the SEALs, okay, we taught the SEALs, SEAL Team 6, we taught them how to fight. We taught them how to kill. They taught us how to train. That's where we get our training from. The SEALs take everything as close they can to the real scenario. They put themselves in there emotionally, mentally, and physically. And that's what we are doing. So there's that time to throw that kick. There's that time to throw that punch, or a trap, or a grab, whatsoever. There is that time. And we want to learn how to place that. So no matter what type of fire, the ranges are there. You may ignore them. And like in boxing, I understand boxing, you're not allowed to kick. You're not allowed, to throw an elbow. You're not allowed to throw a knee. I totally understand that. Same in grappling. I totally understand. Again, that's the sport in. And there's rules in there. Out here, there is no rules. No rules whatsoever. You may be 4'11", okay, 130 pounds, fighting some dude that's, 6'2", 230 pounds. Right? In a sport game, that's illegal. It's not fair. Okay? So if you're 10, 15 pounds, give or take heavier, you're in another weight class. Well, hell, out here on the street, none of that matters. None of that matters on the street whatsoever. Okay? So again, besides the tools, the range of understanding when to bring this tool into play for it being most effective to end this scenario. You're building a house, there's a time you got a hammer. There's a time you got a drill. There's a time you got a saw. Okay? There's a time you got maybe a sledgehammer, a bigger hammer. Okay? Right? You see? There's all these different tools that come into play when you are building a house whatsoever. So you see a guy carries a belt, he has all kinds of tools on it. So he pulls that tool out, when he needs it at the right time. Puts it away and pulls another one out. So understanding the ranges, okay, there's a time again to kick, punch, etc., etc., etc. That's what we do. We train ourselves, we have the drills, and we put this together to use these correctly. This is what's going to end the scenario. So I want you to understand that. No matter what type of fighter you are, the 4 ranges are there. And your most lethal range is trapping range from here inside, because you have every weapon on the human body and you have tools that will take out any man. Any man, okay? And that is where we fight at. We understand in a fight, we're going to probably land in trapping range. Now, you can go from kicking to and grab a guy, take him to the ground, but you went through hand range and you went through trapping. You went through them. You just didn't know how to use them, or you didn't use them, but you went through them. They are there. So with trapping range, you have every single tool to the human body. So we understand if I'm in a scenario and I hit this person, okay? Maybe I hit him once, maybe I hit him twice, and I didn't end the fight, okay? I didn't end the fight. They are still fighting. I am probably going to end up in trapping range. The reason why, whether I hit them or they hit me, and we're close enough, we're going to be in the trapping range. They could swing like this, their hand lands right here, we're in trapping range. So we're there. So we understand the trapping range. This is our game. Trapping is our game. Trapping range is our game. Okay? What I mean by that, that's your playground. That is our playground. That is where we play at. You know, back when I was younger, I'm sure you never did anything like this, but 2 o'clock in the morning, we were kids, we go and ring the doorbell and take off running and laugh our butts off, And we'd wait maybe 10, 15 minutes, and again we'd go ring the doorbell, okay? And, that. Now we go ring the doorbell again. By this time, the adult's up, and this guy's waiting on us. Next thing you know, now I've never done this stuff. These guys told me about it. No, but next thing you know, this adult's there. Now he's chasing us. Now he's running after us. Well, here's the thing. These yards are our playground. I know where every fence is. I know where the holes in the fence are. I know where the trees are. I know where to run. The house is this and that. He doesn't. Now in reality, if me and that person raced, he's an adult. I'm 11 years old. He's an adult. He's faster than me. He is faster than me. But I know the play field. I know that he may run into a fence. He may go this way, and I know this way, and this is the shortcut. So this is our playground. Trapping range is our playground, because we understand 99.999 times you are going to end in trapping range. If you're out and you kick the guy in the groin and he falls, fine out. Or you may punch him in the face, you can hit in the face. Some people get hit in the face, they go, I've had enough, and they take off. Right. But get up in the morning, plan your day. Does it go that way? No. So, again, that's our playground, and we'll talk about that later. And I'll do some videos on that. But I want you to understand, no matter what, the 4 ranges are there, and the purpose of the ranges is bring out the right tool at the correct time for the most efficiency to end this scenario. Okay, again, my phone number, 330-240-4009. I got it back. I was hacked a couple months ago. And if you would, please tell your friends about us, subscribe and like us, and give me a call. Email me, DaveDurge@yahoo.com. Text me, whatever. Be more than happy to talk to you. Anything you'd like me to talk about, anything you'd like me to go over, let me know. We are here for you. Everything is totally free. We are here for you. We live in a different world today, and we want you to be able to take care of yourself and be safe. So thank you, and be safe out there.